a nice, well-balanced, macro-friendly meal, and I guarantee you guys, if you make this, you're gonna really enjoy it. Look at this little monkey. Say hi to the camera, Huey. Uh-oh. He sees the reflection from the camera, so he's tweaking out. Hey, tweaker. You see yourself? Yep, that's you right there. Alright. And just like that, we're back with another leg day. Today's Monday, beginning of the week. So why not get the hardest lift out of the way to begin the week? Last leg day was quad focus day. So this week it's going to be, or not this week, but this lift is going to be a hamstring focus day. And the only thing that's really going to change from last lift is I'm going to switch squats out with lunges, and I'm going to hit this seated leg curl for a second time after I do my deadlifts. But other than that, it's pretty much the same lift from last time. Legs are feeling pretty good after those leg curls and after my warm-up. if you guys are wondering what I do for a warm up, it's just a little bit of stretching, get my legs loose. Then I'll hop on the hip adductor machine, pin the weight at like 10 pounds, and just go for like a minute. It's not enough weight where I'm in the range of failure. So you want to make it light enough. Then after that, get on the leg extension, pin it on the first pin, and go for like another minute to get my knees warm. And then I'll do like a warm-up set on my first movement, and then work my way up to the working set. And that's my warm-up. So pretty simple. Pretty simple. And the adductors are good. The hip adductor warm-up is good if you're doing squats. And I'd assume lunges too, but definitely for squats to keep you stable. And I got some good news. Hopefully in the next video you see, I'll be using a different camera and the quality will get a little bit better. Right now I'm using my GoPro, but I also have a Sony like little point and shoot camera, and found out that you can hook it up to like an external battery and you can record at the same time that it's charging. So I'll be switching my camera for the next video and hopefully the quality will get better. The GoPro's good, but the quality's not that good, and if you shoot in 4K, the battery kind of drains really fast, and even then it's not the best quality. So that's exciting. Let's see what else. I also uploaded a couple YouTube shorts last week, and I got some feedback on those videos. So shout out to the people who left comments. But yeah, I appreciate anyone who left a comment on my YouTube short. I appreciate the constructive feedback. And to the one comment that told me to stay natty, yeah, I'm never gonna take steroids. And you can mark my words on that. I don't really have any desire to change my appearance in a drastic way like that. Not knocking anyone who does, you know. I like watching Sam Sulek and I think it's very interesting when people push their bodies to the limit like that, but it's not for me. So my goal, my long-term goal is to document me losing this body fat, and then after I get to a weight like 200 pounds, I'm gonna make a decision. Do I want to keep cutting and sort of get as lean as I can push myself to, or do I want to bulk and sort of get myself nice and jacked? That's sort of the crossroads I'm assuming I'll come to, and when I'm there, I'll make the decision. But if I do end up bulking, it'll probably just be like one bulk cycle, maybe two, like bulk and then cut again and then bulk. But I don't plan on doing it for a long time. Yeah, we'll get there when we get there. The main focus right now is losing this body fat. So that's what I'm going to keep my eyes on. Okay. Let's move back to leg curls. So for this, moving back to the leg curls, the first set, wanted to focus more on just getting reps out with a heavy weight, but coming back and doing it a second time around, I want to focus on the squeeze and doing slow controlled reps. So obviously my hamstrings are a little more fatigued, so I lowered the weight by about 15 pounds, and that'll let me get a nice long squeeze and be able to perform slow tempo reps. So that's what I'm trying to do with this set. And after this, move on to lunges and leg extensions. And I think this time, since I did calf raises last time, I'm going to switch to hip thrust and then cardio, and then we'll be out of here. So pretty straightforward lift today, and it's going pretty well. Alright, I'm back at the house, and I'm gonna show you guys what I'm eating, what I usually eat after the gym. Come here. And guest appearance from Huey. Say hi to the camera. You're so cute. So, for my food, post-workout, I'm going to be eating a chicken sandwich. I think I talked about it before on this channel, but this is one of my favorite post-workout meals, and I'm going to show you guys how to make it. So first, you want to air fry your chicken fillet, and I think I showed it in another video, but this chicken fillet is a frozen chicken fillet from Costco, so if you want to get it, that's where it's from. And then just, let's see. So the only cooking part of it is the chicken fillet. Then you grab you some keto buns. I think they're, let's see, 70 calories each, 2 grams of fat, 16 grams of carbs, 9 grams of protein. So, yeah, these are real good. And what I like to do is put some light mayo on it. So, obviously I'm gonna weigh out the mayo. And with the mayo, actually I need to put this back in the air fryer because I forgot a part. But with the mayo, I like to put some Frank's Red Hot too. And actually, what I like to do, just for a little bit of flavor, let's see. Yeah, I like to add one of these thinly sliced cheeses on here. So I'll put that back on the sandwich, and it's so thin, I actually probably don't even have to put it back in the air fryer. So we'll be good. Yeah. So this sandwich, I'm kind of modeling it after like a Popeyes chicken sandwich and a McDonald's McChicken. So it's kind of like a hybrid. So the serving size for this is 15 grams. So I'm going to spread that out evenly over these 2 buns. So it's like 6 grams. This is like 16 grams, so perfect. Spread that out, spread that out. Yeah, I think, not my goal for this channel, but it's not my goal for the channel, but something I do want to incorporate more in this channel is more like recipe videos, more cooking videos, more videos centered around what I'm eating, because, you know, I want to prove that you can eat not whatever you want, but you can eat pretty good on a weight loss diet and still stay within like a good macro ratio and, you know, around 22 to 2,500 calories. So I'm gonna open this up. So like I said, this is a mix between Popeyes and McDonald's. So I'm gonna put a little bit of shredded lettuce on here. And I don't count the macros with the lettuce, but you know, if you want to, you can. Then we're gonna add the chicken fillet and not drown it, but add some hot sauce on it. Add some hot sauce right here on the top bun. And that's it. Put the lid on it. Boom. And then you could eat this with any sort of carb, but my carb of choice today is these baked Lay's. The macros are pretty good, and it's not too many calories. The ingredients list isn't that good, obviously. It's potato chips, but, you know, I don't really mind. Alright, 28 grams. And my drink of choice today is going to be cherry lemonade poppy, or cherry limeade. I don't usually drink poppies, but this one's actually really good. So I'm gonna eat this, and before I eat it, let me show you guys what the macros are. Alright, so everything included, we got 511 calories, 32 grams of protein, 43 grams of carbs, and 20 grams of fat. Right there. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, so a nice, well-balanced, macro-friendly meal, and I guarantee you guys, if you make this, you're gonna really enjoy it.